Hey everyone. I'd just like to start out by saying thank you guys for your support and all the subs that you guys have been giving me. And it's very much appreciated. Um, Make sure you guys, if you're not subbed, hit that sub button and like this video. You could. I stream every day, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. More info in the description. I also make tips and tricks videos just like this one. And nothing else to say, so roll the intro. We're just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna have gameplay footage just in the background to have something there, since I don't really have the best camera and people don't want to see my face talking for 10 minutes. So, first, the first tip is ADS whenever you're going through doors or corners. And you want to do this because, like, if you run into somebody, you're already ADS, and they might be, like, not ready for you to shoot them. Because when you come around the corner, you want to aim at different doorways, because, like, that's where people are normally going to be. So, aim at doorways and make sure that you're ready for a gunfight. Number 2, lean when you ADS a lot more. Don't do it every single time that you do it. And this one is kind of like number 1 a little bit, like when you're ADSing around going to corner. If you lean left when you're going through a door, like going through a door that's to your left, the only thing that'll show is your head rather than your whole body. So it makes the reaction time a lot slower because they only see a small pixel of your head rather than your whole body, and it gives you more of a chance of getting out without taking any damage. And number 3, make sure you do a lot of T hunts. Not like an unhealthy amount. Do like 3 or 4 when you first get on to play Rainbow. For T hunts, they kind of like get your senses all like up to speed for Rainbow. If you're just going right into a game, you're not going to be used to the game when you first get on. All right. When you do T hunts, there's a lot of different terrorists that are going to be shooting at you. It kind of gives you that like time to get your reaction speed up when you wake up. And it also, yeah, it's kind of like I treat it like an aim course. I like make sure I keep my ADS like where I'm aiming at the right place. And that the T hunts they just help you get ready for when you're gonna play ranked or something like that. All right, number 4, stop doing so many pro league strats. You guys might take this differently, but what I mean by stop doing pro league strats is actually like know why they're doing it. Don't just go to a like any stream where like TSM versus G2. Like you'll see TSM do some strat and you'll be like, okay, I'll do that in my ranked. That might not go as well. You have to understand why they're doing it, how they're doing it, and what's the point of them holding this angle. What are they trying to accomplish? Alright, so you want to analyze what they're doing. Don't just go right into a ranked match and put a shield at 90 and assume that the game's going to go perfect. Alright, it's not always going to go the way that you need it to. Number 5. I said this in my last video, but I'm going to emphasize it almost like every single tips and tricks video. Aim head height or upper chest. Don't like aim at a level that's like knee height. You're not gonna accomplish much by doing that height. So you want to aim upper chest. I say upper chest because if somebody's crouched, upper chest is around head level for crouched. And then aim head height for, of course, somebody standing up. This will help you in so many situations where you're not expecting somebody to be there, but then they're there. You just pull the trigger. You don't have to fix your aim that much. And if you're aiming like upper chest and they're crouched or prone, not much distance you have to go when you're actually going to fight them. Number 6, play with a team. Like play with a 5 set. Play with 5 set. All right. This is kind of going back to number 4 a little bit, Because when you play with a team, usually everybody has a mic, and you all know them, so you're most likely going to like talk to them. In Pro League, the reason why they do these high risk strats is because they're 5 stack. They practice this, and they also like know each other very well, and they know what they're doing. So you want to do this, like if you're gonna do the Pro League strat, most of the time when somebody's like putting a shield in 90, that means that they're going to like have a teammate watching their back. They're not going to like just sit there looking through the shield and have somebody possibly come up behind them. That's usually what happens when you're playing with randoms. If you have a full team, you're going to be able to hold certain angles without having to worry about your back. So that's it's kind of what helps with playing with a team. And play with the same team. Practice with them. That's how you're gonna get the best results in ranked. All right, for number 7, play time on defense and or attack post plant. So what I mean by play time is when you're like defending, don't push everything. All you're trying to do is wind down that timer. Don't think of it as a 5v5. Like you see those 5 people, you're like, okay, to win this, we have to kill all of them. No, you're trying to just hold down the objective, make sure they don't plant, and then you'll like, if they don't plant, you don't have to kill 5 people. You don't have to do that. You could just keep them from planting, let the timer get to 0, and basically make a death trap for them. Alright, you don't need to rush everything. Just a side note, when you're roaming, don't hard roam. Your objective as a roamer is not to go get kills. It's to slow down the enemy team and also provide information to your teammates who are anchoring to let them know where they're attacking from. And number 8, know your surroundings. So this one is more map knowledge. You always want to keep your study the maps that you're going to be playing on, most likely ranked maps. Like you don't need to study playing, because you don't need to really study playing. Like study each map and learn what the ins and outs of the maps are, and know where like people most of the time attack from. This helps if you watch Pro League and you they have this overlay kind of thing that where you could see the whole map, and you could see where people are defending from and where people are attacking from. You could apply this to ranked. If you know where somebody's going to attack from, place your own defense there. Have somebody like let you know when they're going to come through there. Have like a beeper. Okay. Number 9, best ops for defense and offense. All right. So I'm just going to name off a couple of operators that you could use for offense and defense. Okay. So what on defense you could use most of these are going to be like the original operators on the top line. Ruck, Doc, and then Smoke is a good one to learn. I'll give you loadouts. I'll probably put them on the screen. But I'll give you some loadouts you could use for them. Capcan is also a good one for lower ranks. And then another one is Jaeger. Jaeger's gun is very forgiving. It's like if you don't get a headshot, it doesn't matter. His gun has good damage for body shots. Alright, and for offense, Ash, Sledge. Sledge has a really good gun. Sledge is kind of like Jaeger's gun, but with an ACOG, and it's also pretty forgiving. You could also use Pulse. That's defense. Sorry. Thermite, Thatcher. Thermite is very good because he's a support role, and he doesn't take that much skill to be able to succeed with him. Thatcher, so you could help your Thermite on your team. Thatcher is usually a good person to go if nobody goes him. And then also another good one is Habana. Habana's gun has no recoil. It does pretty good damage, but those are my ops for defense and offense for beginners. Later on, you might want to move on, but there's also this little thing on each operator if you're going to select them. It's got 3 dots. It says difficulty. 1 is for least, and 2 is for mediocre, and the third one is for most difficult. So I would stay in the 1 to 2 range. If you see that, then you should probably be able to play them.
But for some reason, he decided to go all the way to sunrise.
Make callouts, okay?
You got destroyed it.
A lot of people, when they see something, they won't say anything about it. Like they'll see somebody open a window on the enemy team. They won't say anything. That will get your teammate killed because they might run past it and not even know it's open and get shot from the window. So literally, this is what you need to do. You need to find out where all where everything is, like each room, what it's called. Easy way to figure this out is if you like droning or you're just in a room, you'll see this thing in the bottom right corner. It's by the compass. It's right under the compass. It says what room you're in. It says like second floor reading. It says 90. Sometimes it doesn't say 90. Only some of the maps it does that. But most of the rooms where they have servers, there's a server, and if you don't know what it's called and you're not in the room, just see what's in that room and then say something that's in that room. Like if there's a statue, just call it statue room, first floor statue room. Okay, and then just make callouts for every little thing that you see, every little thing that you hear, every little thing that happens. All right, say like if you destroy a cam, say you destroyed a cam in 90. All right, like make every call out. If you kill somebody, tell them who that is, tell them who you shot. All right, and if you die, make a call out of what you see on the screen after they killed you. So you could even watch the kill cam and see how their defense is set up if they killed you from a certain angle. All right, so that's all I got for my top 10 tips, and I'll be making more of these videos because I get asked these questions a lot. So I'll be making more of these, and throughout this whole thing, you guys could rewatch this and see how I play, because most of these clips are going to be from unranked and ranked, from me like using these tips. All right, I'm not like the best player. I understand that. These are my tips for beginners. All right, like, I've been playing this game for quite a while, but I'm definitely not somebody that'll be like teaching a plat how to play. So just take these tips and apply them to your game, and I'll see you guys all next time.
Okay, it's childish, can't be no homegirl, drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like this coke up my ass crack. Move black girls, cause man, fuck it, I'll do either. I love pussy, I love bitches, dude, I should be running Peter.